Oh, lordy. Alrighties. So yeah, I did end up having a bit of a migrainal weekend, so unfortunately I wasn't here to stream on Saturday or Sunday. But, I am... Ah! 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 I am back. And we should be all good for now. So... I will send out the quickest of notifications, and I believe I set up most of our base preparations for this chapter at the end of last stream, so we really shouldn't be stuck for too long on the base preparation screen. I hope. I really hope not. Unless I forgot something important because it was late. We'll see. I might have forgotten something important. Who knows? Aside from that, I think our schedule should be typical this week. Right now, I don't foresee any reason that we can't do Pokemon tomorrow. Like we did last week. And, that's about it, really. Why can't I hear the audio again? Oh no. Oh, hold on. I think I plugged in my headphones backwards. Isn't that funny? It's pretty funny. You're lurking. You hope you can escape again soon. That's fine. I thought that, I'm gonna put on my wired headphones. Wow, this game is loud. Wow, I accidentally opened a browser in the background because my mouse is way too sensitive. Alright, well, if you couldn't tell from my pre-stream ramblings, I am a little bit of a mess right now. This week has been so far. So, fair warning about that in advance. I'll do my best to not die. But I cannot guarantee you anything this week, I think. Because I'm playing a strategy game and I'm very scatterbrained. And apparently I broke my audio again. So I guess I won't be able to hear it. That's a shame. Restart chat. I thought I saved. Huh. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I got no clue. Femble time? Femble is a kind of a funny name for it. So this will put me back in my base. Yeah, okay, good. Jeez, that would have been painful. God. How much do iron swords cost? Too much is the answer. A bunch. Why do they cost so much? Come on, man. Don't rip me off here. I mean, everyone's got healing items and at least decent enough. If the iron sword breaks, it's not the end of the world, right? Anyway, sorry, I am rambling about things. Welcome to Dusty and Lycosone. My deepest apologies if my commentary is not the most insightful today. I had a headache all weekend, and now I'm just a little bit... It's been a week, yeah? I hope your week's been better than mine has. And that, OBS didn't decide to break on you right as you started, so you can't fix it. Do I want to reward any XP? I didn't get any extra bonus XP last chapter. We didn't kill the boss or anything like that. I mean, I don't think anyone is horribly in need of it right now. Yeah, Ike's a little over-leveled, isn't he? Everyone else is like level 9 and 10, and then Ike's just... Well, I guess that's not the biggest problem in the world. Also here, welcome, Kissy Face. You question where our funding is coming from if not looting. Well, we're not lords or anything. We're mercenaries. There's no rules against us looting, the bodies of a bunch of bandits. I mean, if it were you... Well, I can say if it were you, because I know some of you people from tabletop games. If you killed a bunch of bandits, are you really just gonna leave them with their gold pouches intact? And in this game, you at the very least can take items and weapons off of bandits, so I don't see why not. Alrighty. This place brings back such memories. It hasn't changed in the slightest. Titania, have you been to Gallia before? Yeah, there's another aspect of your backstory coming up. So you used to be a Crimean royal knight, and you've also been to Gallia. Well, I guess if you're a royal knight, then you would have to be in the neighboring countries whenever your lords went there. A long time ago, when I was still a knight of Crimea. Absolutely not. Take their items, weapons, and horses. So that's where I figure. Also, we are a mercenary gang. So I presume we're getting our money and items either from commission, from doing battles, which makes sense, or, you know, you killed a bunch of bandits that were bothering the local towns. Just yoink it, you know? I know, really, morally, clearly, we're very good on this screen. We have no moral questionability at all. Can we raise the volume of the song a little bit? There we go. Not that I can hear it, but I'd like for you to be able to. I volunteered for a military officer exchange program and spent some time studying in Gallia's royal palace. Man, I would play a game as Titania. This sounds absolutely fascinating. I get it now. That's why you weren't surprised when we saw the Lagoos. That's right. Ah, I've missed the sea. When the setting sun strikes the water, it's almost as though the horizon itself is on fire. Huh. Now that I think about it, my father knew where that old castle was. He sure acted like somebody who'd been to Gallia before. Was he here with you? And now we get a mystery, because we really can't ask Grail himself now, can we? Titania was one of your very first Fae pulls. That's right, you started playing Fire Emblem Heroes recently. How's it going so far? I mean, I know initially you're probably going to have a lot of orbs coming in, because you're just starting. I am curious who the Fallen Banner is going to be this year. I know what I want it to be. But I don't think it's going to happen. Especially because they had 2 Awakening units on that banner last year. Get Hell to help and you can ask. Hell is not in this game, I'm sorry. And we weren't the only ones. You've been here too, Ike. Really? Then how come we don't remember it at all and think we've never met a Lagoos before, if we were here in a country where the majority of the population is Lagoos? Something isn't adding up here, Titania. What? Ike! Ah, it's Mordecai. You better answer him. Yeah, but we can finish our talk after we've reached the castle. Well, that was, cryptic. Hey, Mordecai. Oh boy, this is 3D modeled. That's not concerning. Ike was spacing out the whole time. Well, I doubt that, but... yes. Okay. Do you tire? Should we rest here? No, I think we're alright. Good. Bjork are such a weak species. A distance like this is nothing. Any Lagoos worth his claws could cross it in a single bound. Leth. It's the truth! If you persist in that way, you will shame the king. You sound like a fool. Oh, Mordecai calling her out. Oh my. You're my subordinate. Never speak to me in such a way. What's wrong is wrong. You are a fierce warrior, Leth, but when it comes to the Bjork, you are far too stubborn. My god, Mordecai, you are doing fantastically with this language. I'm really proud of him. Mordecai is literally the best. I mean, he's an absolute sweetheart. What did you say? Come on now, both of you. Let's calm down. Mordecai? Wait. What is it? That smell on the wind. It's iron. It is the smell of weapons. The smell of Bjork. Heavily armored. Well armed. Are you sure? Also, should we be concerned by the fact that Elincia, Rolf, and Mist all have sprites on this map? Because that's a little scary. Oh boy. Oh boy. General Kotov, the Crimean mercenaries have entered our area of operations. They're trapped. Call every last man. Ready for battle. We stop the enemy here. Oh dear. Okay. Ah, Fort Katana. Oh boy. I remember this map, kind of. Black armor. They're Dane men, alright. A smell. A smelly smell that smells. Smelly. Yes, of course. Yeah, so far, also, with the way my computer's running today and OBS, knock on wood, I really think our issue last week came from Steam. You're saying that some of the invasion force is still around? In Gallia? Isn't this an act of war or something? Dang worms. They strut around the Gallian forests as though they own them. I won't stand for it. The castle to the south. Many Bjork are inside. They carry iron weapons. I smell them. Well, iron is weaker than steel. That's a good sign. Mordecai, can you smell steel weapons? You're totally not grinding Faye in the background and you don't have a team just called Pink in all caps. I think my most ridiculous Faye teams are all caps Chaos, which is entirely composed of Chaos gods, and also villains in ridiculous costumes. Because I have enough of those. We've got Halloween Grima's Lava Shark Surtur, which is like my favorite thing they've ever done, and Narcian in a bunny costume, which is also amazing. Not good. Titania, gather everyone together. Huh, understood. What now? What do you mean? If you hope to crush the worms, you do well to capture the ruins in the south. Since you probably want to flee, there is an escape route. We're going to fight. Oh? There are times when running has its advantages, but I don't think we'll lose here. I see. I will also fight. Good. We could use the help. Ike, everyone's here. Alright, let's go. I want you two to take Mist and Rolf and retreat to the rear. Of course. We're counting on you. Be careful. Yes, George, as if you can't fight. As if you're not also in Fae. Everyone who can fight, grab a weapon. Grail mercenaries, move out. Okay. Ooh, alright, let's see this map. This is gonna be fun. We also have something that I think is unique to this game. Yellow units. They aren't quite the green units of games past. They're not under your direct control, though. That's a good thing. Oh my god, beautiful. Bjork Guard. a magic item that, when equipped, halves the damage done by Bjork attacks. Any Bjork attacks. For Lagu's use only, unfortunately, but still. So, for those of you who might be familiar with the transformation mechanics of the Manakets, Kitsune, Wolfskin, Tagwells, any other shifting species throughout the rest of the Fire Emblem universe, the Lagu's transformation gauge is also something unique to thos. In other games, they tend to use stones that are a bit simpler to keep track of, and there are a variant of that here, but unless you are a Royal Lagoose, yes, there is a specific type that don't have to worry about this. You have a transform gauge. Depending on the Lagoose species, they raise and lower at different levels. But once it transforms to full, you turn from your human form into your animal form. Animal forms can attack, they have a lot more damage, a bit bulkier in most cases. It's a little bit confusing to use, I'm not gonna lie, because you have another thing that you need to keep track of, on top of the fact that this game added biorhythm, which you also have to keep track of. Yeah. And then there's an interesting other thing with yellow units is that you have orders. So Ike can say, I want you to specifically kill enemies, and they will do that. Okay, Mordecai, can we talk about your nose? Because these seem like a lot of steel weapons. Oh, great. Okay, there's a poleaxe guy on the beach. That's not good. Okay. I guess that means Boyd's definitely going to the beach. I might send Ileana with him. Maybe. We'll think about it. Actually, everyone here has axes except this sword guy. So, the other problem is this. There is a bandit here, and it's very hard to seize this particular building, because there's someone specifically blocking your mounted units from going in this passageway, and he will go over and destroy it. So, we could go the long way with Titania and rush her back over, but I don't know if she can beat him to that building. We'll have to see what we can do. We don't have a dancer, obviously. Sorry, I'm rambling strategy right now. We could always clear out Poleaxe guy and see about sending an Oscar, but Oscar's not quite as distant. I like that we have the boys here. I think I want to send one of our mages down here to help deal with a lot of this bullshit. Someone to draw out... Oh. Okay, that's also a problem. So we can't just have Titania or Oscar kill the boss, because he is a night killer. Arm scroll, okay. Those are also potentially really good. He's got a lot of defense and a javelin, but his resistance sucks. 12 attack, probably doubles. 15 attack with L Thunder, but she's slowed by it. Oh, I should also explain the whole weight mechanic thing. So every weapon weighs a certain amount, and instead of some previous games where you had a constitution stat, in this game, weight is based off of your strength. So the stronger you are, the less slowed down by weapons you are. You may understand how that detrimentally affects mages and magical classes a lot more than it does martial ones. So effectively, because Ileana is holding L Thunder and its weight is 6, and her defense, not her defense, her strength is only 1, she is slowed down to 4 speed while using it. Whereas if she's holding Thunder, she still has 7 speed. Yes, Soren also has this issue. Of course, your luck has to go terrible somewhere. Dare I ask? I'm a little worried. Menu. No, not that menu. Unfunctional today. Status. Yeah, his tomes are a little lighter and he's a little faster, but he's got no strength. Which is a problem, for sure. Oh yeah, that's if I'm rescuing, as if Soren can do that. Yeah, so wind only weighs 1, so it's actually really good for him because his speed is only going down to 10. Soren is still going to be faster than Ileana, so I really think I should bring him down for the boss. The only thing we need to be careful of is the Night Killer on the boss means that we can't have both Oscar and Titania go for it. Though I could see if Titania can slaughter this poleaxe guy before she can kill him. I don't... I think Mia, if we want to use her at all, needs to go up here? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We can save and give this a shot. Faye corrupted. You had to uninstall and reinstall. Oh, you gotta make an account with Nintendo. I had this happen to me when I first started playing Faye. You need to make a Nintendo account and hook it up to your Faye account, otherwise you are screwed. I'm sorry. I lost like a month of progress on my secondary account because it messed up and I had to reinstall it on my old iPad, and it does not keep track of your saves unless you have an account hooked up to it. Yes. Yeah, unfortunate. I assume mainly for people who want to reroll, but very unfortunate if you were just trying to play. Yeah, in general, you should definitely do that for any account that you want. Okay. Mist. Ike! Mist, you and Rolf clear out of here. Stay back no matter what. No, Ike. We're going to fight with you. The both of us. What? No, that's not gonna happen. Be serious, Mist. The two of you can't even hold weapons. I've got this. A heal staff? Yeah, I made Reese teach me how to use it. Reese! At least it was only one day. Yeah, I lost a few weeks. It wasn't good. I had actually re-rolled on that account too, multiple times, and I tried contacting Nintendo support and they're like, tough. So, now I'd say better be safe than sorry. I can heal injuries. I mean, just little ones, but still. Little ones? No, there's no way I'm letting you on this battlefield. Huh? Rolf, stop being such a brat, you little twerp. I'm gonna fight too. I'm good with a bow. Really? That's news to me. Is that the best you could come up with? It's no lie. That's right. He's not lying. Of course he is. What are you talking about, Mist? Ralph's always been practicing with his bow, and he's really good, aren't you? I sure am. And when did you learn to use a bow? Well, let's see. I guess I sort of picked it up naturally. Life has many doors, I boy. Hello, Gleeba. Expose the children to murder. I mean, at least Mist is just healing, but Rolf, you're like 12, Rolf. Can we not do this, Rolf? Yeah, this is the chapter where you get Mist and Rolf. Oh god, you get a lot of units this chapter. Stop lying, you booger-eating brat. You can't just pick up a weapon and start firing away. Someone has to teach you the basics. Well, maybe I'm just a prodigy, because I learned it all myself. Ralph craves violence. Would appear so, yes. You little. You don't know anything, Boyd. That's right. This is ridiculous. Enough. You two get back. No, we don't want to. All Ralph and I do is sit and wait and worry about all of you. We're tired of waiting. We want to fight by your side. Is that so? How about it, Rolf? Is that how you feel too? Uh-huh. No doubt. We'd rather be with you. What now, Commander? We take them with us. We're too pressed for time to sit around bickering. And at least if they're nearby, they'll be easier to protect. Are you serious? Yes! You won't regret this, Ike, I promise. If Ralph crits right off the bat. He's a child. My uncle works at Nintendo and he taught me for real. Well, theoretically, the only person who could have taught Rolf was Shinon. Does this seem like something Shinon would do? I hope not. Alright, now we have 2 healers. Not a bad thing. Really not a bad thing. Rolf's bow. A special bow designed to help Rolf master archery. Only Rolf can wield it. Well, at least it has 100 hit. Here's the issue. They're both level 1. Let's take a look at the enemies who are level 11 and like 10. Yeah, this is a challenge to raise these 2. More so Rolf, weirdly enough. Cause, like, Mist here is a healer with Miracle, which is helpful. What do you got? You have no skills. Good. Having an archer can be useful. You kind of need Boyd for some very specific things. But I'll explain some of those later. Okay. We need to put someone here to bait out the poleaxe. It is an axe, so, you know. We could do Mia. See how she does. Send Reese up with this party. Because now we have 2 healers, so we don't have to worry about, oh shit, where do I send Reese if I'm splitting the party? So we can do that. We need to leave Titania out of poleaxe range, but ready to run down to get to the villages. And do we want to use Mia for this? I mean, we could, I suppose. Probably. His attack is fucking 20, though. Mia, can you survive this? I mean, you have Vantage, but... I think Boyd's pretty good to handle it. You can get the killing blow, probably, as long as Boyd doesn't crit. Who am I sending around? Keep an eye on the boss. This guy's got a sword. That really shouldn't be a problem for Oscar to help out with. We'll plop him here by the tree, I think. Start baiting people out. Bring down Ike. I guess I'm bringing the mages down to help with the boss, so I should keep track of this guy's range. Good, I baited. Alright. Here. Ileana, Soren, you come here. Oh, I forgot to give orders to these 2. Shit. Okay. You're gonna come south. Reese is gonna go north. I don't think we need to ward yet. Rolf, I don't know if you could damage anyone aside from the mages, Rolf. So maybe it would behoove me to send him to deal with bandits. Yeah, I think I'm gonna send him with his brother, because he can actually do some damage. I need to order the partners to do things. Ah, the transformation tutorial. I'm sure Anna will be really as condescending as ever. Also, Glebov, sorry for not asking earlier. I'm a little scatterbrained today, but how are you doing this week? Let me explain transformation. Units belong to one of two tribes, the Bjork or the Laguz. Under normal circumstances, they look alike, but the Laguz change themselves to fight. This is called transformation. The transformation gauge shows the power built up for transformation into beast form. The transformation gauge increases by 4 every turn and increases by 2 more when the Laguz are attacked. When the gauge reaches 20, the Laguz transforms. Account recreated, you'll need to resend the front code. That's okay. You can do that. Oh god, next month they're gonna do the Choose Your Legends thing again. I don't even know if I should vote, honestly. Yeah. I mean, I should, but... Hey Ed, welcome in. You know that, like, feeling of, Well, I mean, if you were alive in America a few years ago, you might have felt this. Like, I don't really feel like it matters. Because it'll just end up being some meme character that everybody likes anyway, right? So, you know. I mean, last time, literally, Gatekeeper got, like, 60,000 more votes than everybody else, so... I can't imagine that, like, Abyss Keeper or something isn't gonna win. That's my current thought process, really. Maybe I'm being silly. Transformed units are very powerful. So why am I talking so much about Faye today? The meme always wins because it's the only thing you can get large amounts of bots and fans to vote for. Yeah, I'm pretty sure one guy made like 1,000 bot accounts for George. And, maybe I'm just still salty from last year. And maybe I feel kind of like a jerk for being salty. Because I don't want to be, like, mean to new fans or anything. And it's not like the art we got wasn't really amazing and it isn't for a good unit. It's just not the unit I liked best. You know? Probably because you're playing it. Oh yeah, that's right, because you just got your phone and you were playing Faye. After they've changed, the gauge drops by 3 every turn and falls another 1 if they fight. The gauge will eventually drop down to 0. And the process will repeat itself. Take advantage of the Laguz's special ability to gain an edge in battle. Don't just blindly go after enemies just because you're transformed. Be sure to pay attention to the transformation gauge as you fight. I just realized she's gonna go fucking bait that guy because I forgot to tell her what to do. Yay! I really wanted to give that EXP to someone with... Okay. Oh, yeah, no, good thing I did not put someone else there. That would have ended poorly. Oh, really? You went for Oscar still? Huh. You know what? Not complaining, not questioning, I'll take it. Probably for the best. Got him a level up, even though he didn't kill it. Strength. Magic again! I'm pretty sure Oscar has gotten 3 magic level ups. 3. Magic. Why? By the way, what is it? If there's a special task you would ask of us, we are willing to listen. What are you talking about? Ah, open your ears. If you wish it, we shall follow your orders, but you must direct us. Really? You're willing to take orders from me. You still need to get Lyco to play Dragalia. Yeah, it's kind of hard to jump into more than one gacha at a time, to be honest. They are very time-consuming. Like, they kind of feel like the more modern equivalent of an MMO style thing in a lot of them, because they're not really structured just to get you to pull units. Whatever you get, you need to build it up, and depending on what style of game you're playing, that can be what takes the most time. In most of them it is. This is a Bjork fight. If you don't direct us, then we have no reason for being here. So spoke our king. Last night that was an emergency. We thought you were in danger. You thought correctly. We were in danger. I thank you. We were greatly aided by your arrival. You are welcome. Very well. Let us fight together. If you choose not to direct us, we shall do as we please. Oh, I guess I couldn't direct her. Okay. Of course. Well then, good fortune to us all. So now we can direct yellow units. Yes, there are yellow units. I feel bad for people who are colorblind in playing this game, to be honest. I mean, when it comes to Fae, if you like Fire Emblem, go for it. I've kind of not enjoyed a lot of the decisions they've made lately, especially the way their subscription service functions. And I know it'll sound weird to say it, but I think I'd be less upset if they're, like, just selling skins for $15, which is the biggest part of it. It's upsetting because they lock, like, all of the quality of life features you want out of a gacha beyond that wall. It's not even, like, the sparking that's the most upsetting about that. It's like, you can't skip maps in the super grindy event game modes unless you have Fae Pass. Which I'll remind you costs $10.49 where I live. Like, if it was just a matter of, like, pay a certain amount and you'll get a guaranteed unit out of a gacha, or pay a certain amount to get a cool skin for a character you like, that's a different kind of thing. I don't know why it feels so different. I think part of it is just the principle of, like, paying for units you actually like doesn't feel as scummy than just kind of trusting that you'll like whatever unit they choose if you subscribed every month. And paying to get something that's almost entirely standardly available in every other game of the genre is obnoxious. That's my thoughts. My spicy hot takes on something that released in, like, 2020. I'm 2 years late. Alright, as a troop leader, I can use this special command to lead partner units. First, select direct and press A. Now watch. A menu will appear. You know what menus are, right? Still? The yellow command is the one that's currently activated. There are 4 direct commands. If you don't want to issue a command, partner units will act on their own. Let me go over each one from the top. The first command is roam. On this command, they'll act on their own. This is the default setting when Ike has not directed them to do anything. Use this command when you don't have any particular instructions for your partner units. When the partner units receive orders to halt, they will stop moving and stay where they are. Use the target to move partner units to a particular space. This is the same command you would use to move your allied units to a specified location. Even if a partner unit can't reach the target space in one turn, you can still use this command. Move out for the target area. Alright, yeah. A yellow circle appears on the space that Ike instructs a partner unit to move to. If that space is also the target of an order command, both blue and yellow circles will appear. Oh god. Okay. Got it. The last command is avoid. Avoid instructs them to move to safety where enemy attacks may not reach them. If no safe space is available, they'll move to a less vulnerable square. Got it. No pressure. The target command is the same as when issued to an allied or partner unit. I can see why this feature wasn't in later games, to be honest. It's a little bit... like, why not just give me direct control? You know? The summons you've got in the second game are nowhere near as nice as the ones before. Well, you know, you can always just re-roll a third time. I re-rolled for an entire day when Faye came out. Their primary goal is to get to their target destination, so they won't attack even if an enemy is in their way. But if you command them to roam, they may attack because they're acting on their own. Partner units move during a partner phase, which occurs after the player phase and before the enemy phase. Not to be confused with ally phase. Welcome to hell, kids. Really. This seems unnecessarily complicated. That's it for the tutorial on directing your partners. Similar to other units, you can't move partner units, but you do have some control over their action. Use them against a formidable enemy or as a shield for allied units. Use them to your advantage. Okay. Can you give me a sec? I gotta figure out what I'm doing over here. Can I kill Polak's guy with Mia? Mia, for the love of God. Okay, can Rolf kill Polak's guy? Yes. I think we're gonna let Rolf kill Polak's guy. Oh my god! Hey chat, remember when we were joking about how Rolf was gonna crit? The first thing he did was fucking crit! That's beautiful. Okay, Rolf. I see you want me to train you this run. Got it. Noted. We're gonna want to kill this sailor over here. The only issue with him is he has a poison axe. We gotta worry about poison. We have no antitoxins, so yeah. Not fun. Keep an eye on this guy's range. Let's move down to Tanya, because it's safe now. Actually, we'll move her down a little further. Maybe. Over here. It's sad, but his range means he might actually be easier to level up than me again at some point. Oh god, I promise I'll try to figure out how to use Mia. Hold your iron axe for now? Yeah, that seems fine. Your res is 2. Your damage is 10. I thought so. I shouldn't just measure the range in my head, but sometimes I just do. I think, can I use you two to create a wall? That might be useful. Okay. Can you tell that I'm not the greatest at this mechanic? Yes, you can, for sure. I think I want to bring Oscar down. Can Oscar kill this guy? Yes! Okay, good. I think I'm gonna have Oscar kill this mage. And then we'll essentially have a wall. So that we can have Ileana or Soren kill this guy. Yeah, that should be fine. Because then we'll just do... maybe. I can't... there's 2 of them, that's the problem. I only have 1 target space. Can you see the issue with this mechanic? Because there's 2 units, and I can't guarantee that Mordecai is going to stand below Leth. Okay, well, I can hope for the best, but it's kind of risky. I guess if I put Ike on top of it, that might move the AI. Oh, boy. Okay. We'll try. Come on, Oscar. Be a good boy. Oh my god! What the hell is the RNG? Oh god. Okay, crit 2, electric boogaloo. That was totally unnecessary, Oscar. Oscar, you didn't have to do it to him. Would either of you survive a shot from this man? 18 attack, 8 speed. I should keep Ilya. Soren would. This is a challenge. Well, I guess I can just be like here. This guy needs to die, though. Can the Iron Sword kill him? Nope. Can the Iron Blade kill him? Nope. Nothing can kill him. We have a healer. Is anyone else in range? Nah, bro. I think we can use Ike and a mage, and it won't kill anyone. I don't remember where someone specific spawns in on this map, which is a problem, but I need to keep moving Ike down. 10 and 11, 85, 800, 10, 9. Shit. Okay. Why is this whole thing so glitchy? Faye, you mean? Is there something up with the settings? I don't know. Elf under killed is the problem. I think I gotta... Why is this thing so inaccurate? Let's hope for the best. Come on, Ike. Okay. There we go. Is this a risky maneuver? Probably not. No, it is. Dang, dang, diggity, dangy, dang. Why is there a tree here? Why is there a tree here? I hate that there's a tree here. Now you can't even get into the game? That's very, very confusing. I have not heard of that one happening. But I also admit that I don't play on Android, so I'm not familiar with Android glitches. I'm sorry. I know, super helpful response, but I don't know how things tend to break on the Android operating system. Okay. Great. That did what I expected it to. Unfortunately, we can't heal Ike this turn. So we're just gonna have to sit here. I think... Yeah, they did what I wanted. Okay. Good. And he's going for Mordecai. Evil, but doable. He's gonna try to go for Boyd, because Boyd has low resistance. That's fine. I wonder if we can get Mia a kill. It seems like Mia's just really hard to train on every map she's been on, which is not great, admittedly. I can't reach this freaking dude. I want to bait him. Oh, hold on. You know, can reach him. Can he kill him? Not in one shot. Bam. Okay. Oh my god, what am I doing here? I think I gotta move Titania up. Then we'll go from here. Okay, so if I set up for Mia, she could be able to kill. The issue is, can anyone set up for Mia? I think so. Come on, come on. Come on, boy. Come on, don't crit. Thank you. Okay, good, 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 good. The real question is, do I want to set up the kill for Mia or Rolf, though? Oh, man. Can Rolf kill? I want to kill Rolf. Oh my god, he critted again. What the hell is this boy's crit chance? Isn't it 5%? Is Rolf gonna be our mythical 5% critter of this playthrough? It's 19! What the hell? Rolf. Okay. Okay, you heal Boyd. Great. Okay, yeah. You can't reach Mia. You could, but you shouldn't be able to kill her. It's only 15. It does poison, but we can pull her back and heal her if she does get poisoned. Okay, we gotta kill this guy, and we gotta move forward. How do my magey boys do at killing him? 12 damage. 9 times 2. I actually think I can team up my mages and have them kill this guy. How do we feel about that? That could work. And then we can move up forward to start baiting out other people. I'm just trying to get Titania to bait this guy into fighting her instead of going for the houses. Because we want to kill the bandit before he can get over to the buildings. Yeah. Alright, 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 okay. And then, as long as we kill the Steel Lance guy, we should safely be able to heal Ike up and start getting Mist some experience points. There's always one in every game who crits way more than you'd expect. My most distinct memory of the guy that crits in every playthrough, despite the fact that his crit chance is like 7%, was always Jacob from Fates. I always got Jacob early on because I played as a girl, so if you play as male Corrin, you get Felicia early on, and if you play as female Corrin, which I always did, because when I'm playing by myself, I tend to prefer to pick the character that matches my gender identity. Just how it is. Makes me feel like I can be, you know, a little closer to them. I know that's not everyone, and I don't feel that much more distant when I'm playing as a character that I am not, like, meant to project myself onto, or that I don't project myself onto as much, but when I was playing the Fire Emblem games on 3DS, definitely was projecting. Jacob just wants to please me. Maybe he just wants me to get my character to marry him. He's doing his best, man. He's serving us well, okay? I'm not complaining about Jacob. Jacob's lovely. I mean, he's kind of an asshole, but, well, we all know my opinions on that. I think I'm gonna put Ike here. And then I think I'm gonna direct these two to target right next to Ike. And then wait. And then we'll have our healer, not our healers, our mages kill this guy. So Ileana will get a little bit of chip damage in. Unless she crits and kills him. We'll move Oscar later just in case this plan fails. Did she just crit? Yep. Ileana said no. No, this is my kill. Soren can't have it. Alright. Sure, Ileana, you can have it. Here, go stand next to Ike for the support bonus, Soren. And then I will I just realized what I did, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Heal. Alright, yeah. Let's see partner phase, because they can only go... Ooh, okay, Mordecai's baiting for me. Actually, Mordecai's pretty tanky. That's not a bad thing. This guy is getting drawn to Titania with his steel axe. That's not... Yeah, opposite of a problem, really. She didn't even kill, which means he's actually softened up for other units to kill him. Good job. Let's see if Ren and Axe guy actually attacks anyone. Good. So we've baited forward this guy with our big, beefy tiger man. That's you know, there are less creepy ways I could have... Oh my god, how the fuck am I supposed to reach that man? Oh, great. Okay, here she is. Let's see now. Where are they? Aha! I found them. Oh god, okay. We gotta go get to Marcia. She's at the start of the chapter. Leiko also got the Prince of Soup. Oh my god. Prince of Soup's actually really good. All the characters you're attached to on this count are 90% 3 stars. That's the opposite of a problem, really. The Prince of Soup's a good prince. He is. Watch the airborne units tutorial. He was like meta in 2017, which is 5 years ago, and I don't want to think about that too much. Let me take a moment to explain airborne units. A subset of mounted units, these include Pegasi and Wyvern mounts. Because they're airborne, these units can travel to spaces that mountain units can't, such as rivers. Okay, so... Marcia's good. But they also don't get combat benefits of terrain because they're in the air. What's more... Why does that guy have pink hair? We have to recruit her before she dies. They're very vulnerable to bow attacks. In fact, they can often be brought down with a single shot. So be very careful where you move them. You got Oscar. Hey, there's Oscar. Pika likes both of those princes. Which princes? The Prince of Soup? Do you mean the Code Geass soup or the Fire Emblem soup? Because I like them both, yes. Yeah. That's it about airborne units. Happy flying! Okay, so... to recruit Marcia, you need to talk to her with Ike. You also need to have talked to her previously. Now we really need to kill these guys and get Ike back to Marcia. That's a huge pain in my ass right now, so... Yay. If I can kill this guy, then I think we'll be alright. Problem is, I just kind of have to hope that he'll die. Oh my god, this Venenax guy. How do you even get him? Marcia joins you so freaking late in the map. How am I supposed to do this? Like... The only way I can reach him is, like, with Boyd. Or Mia. But the way you start on the map is so far back, I feel so inadequate because my brain isn't working very well right now. And that probably means I'm screwed. Because this guy's gonna get to these houses before I can reach him because he only targets the houses and not anyone actually in his range. No, there is no way for you to get a dancer this early in the game. They don't join you until significantly later on. Which is... you know, annoying. Pretty annoying. If Marcia spawned on turn 1, this would be possible. But everyone else gets slowed by this, and he's gonna destroy that house this turn. And there's jack shit I can do, because he's not gonna target anyone. Okay, great. Thank you, Marcia, for your excellent timing. Can a tiger be a bear? Beefy Tiger Man is only an insult if you choose to make it one. It can be a compliment. I meant it as a compliment. I meant he's very strong. And yes, I mean, a tiger can be a bear. Takumi and Leo, also Lelouch. I do like both Takumi and Leo. I don't really dislike a lot of characters from Fates, to be honest. I know Fates is a little bit... Around the time Three Houses released, it was very popular to malign Fates. I'll say that much. Which is admittedly a little bit unfair. But that's kind of just how the cookie crumbles, so to speak. The second the new game gets released, you get to focus in really, really hard on all the flaws of the last one. 16. Lord. Fucking retreat. I need to go get you over to Marcia. And I need to get all the rest of you back. Fuck. Are you kidding me? Fuck. This is so... Okay. This should be fine. Yeah, Mordecai is gonna transform. He might actually kill them. Leth is not gonna die. Mordecai is not gonna die. This guy is gonna come forward. Venonix guy... Oh, shit. What the fuck? That was not... Okay. I might have to reset the map because I didn't move Soren far enough. Unless he... Okay, no. We won't have to reset the map. Good, Soren. I told you my brain is really mushy today. It really is mushy today. My brain is made of pea soup. Literal soup. I am the soup. That's all I am right now. Yeah, no, there's no way to stop that. How do you stop that? Marcia didn't even get here in time to stop that. Yar-har-ho. Yar-ho-har. Scallywags of the sea are we. We fight like beasts and men do flee. We earn our gold with axes bold. Yari, scourgy bill rat. Why aren't you singing? Ah, over here, Nadata. Fix your eyes on that. Do you see what I see? Humans battling humans here in Gallia. What in the briny beard of Shanty Pete is going on? Who the hell is Shanty Pete, man? Squish brain is okay. Life is hard. Life's been... It's not life, really. It's more my brain is being rough this week, I guess. Oi! Do you think they may be the King's Curs out to capture us and claim the bounty? Gar-har-har. Shall we unfurl the mainsail and steer for calmer waters? Bite your tongue, you kelp-brained idiot. We're pirates. We don't turn tail from the government scum. I'm going ashore. Watch me. Yar, well said. You set me blood a-boil. I'm with ye all the way, matey. My axe is sharp and me spirit is bold. Well, didn't get those houses. I still don't know how you can get those houses. At least we've got someone else to help us. Ike! You're that... That's right, it's me, Marcia. As promised, I'm here to pay my debt. I'm gonna join your group. Join us? But I thought you were one of the Holy Pegasus Knights of Benyon. You like how extremely hideous the rando NPCs are. It's Fire Emblem. If you're not fighting ugly bandits or pirates at some point, are you really playing Fire Emblem? Shanty Pete is a deep lore god. I think Shanty Pete might also be referenced in Echoes somehow. I think Shanty Pete is just a consistent pirate legend in this world, which is kind of cute. I resigned! So what do you say? Are you gonna let me in or what? Come on! Marcia! Marcia isn't Holy Pegasus Knight of Benyon kind of a more important position than joining some random mercenaries from Crimea, a country that no longer exists in this game? Shanty Pete for Faye win. The next fucking legendary isn't gonna be anyone anyone's hoping for. It's not gonna be Fafnir or nothing. It's gonna be fucking Shanty Pete. You heard it here first. Are you sure about this? I'll be honest with you. We are a destitute band of mercenaries. Your wages will be a pittance compared to what you're used to. So what? Are you saying no? No, I'm simply pointing out that you'll be losing almost all of... I won't lose out on anything! Plus I'll work twice as hard as anyone else. Come on, please, let me join, please! Well, if that's what you want, I guess we'll give it a shot. We're short-handed, though, so you're gonna be quite busy. Huzzah! That's great! Just tell me what needs doing. Okay. Well, a lot of these guys need to die. Can you kill knights? That'd be helpful. You can't even damage. Marcia! Honey. Can't damage the knights. Okay, it's fine. I don't know how you can handle this guy. Horribly. Keep track of these poison dudes. We're gonna have to kill them at some point. I think I should kill this guy with this lance. She needs to gain res and be a magic tank. Marcia is happy to work at McDonald's. She just signed up to work as it's understaffed. Marcia is happy the McDonald's she signed up to work at is understaffed. Oh god. Well, I mean, she's welcome to help us deal with the pirates, I guess. Unfortunately, Marcia cannot kill these guys. The good news is, at the very least, she isn't completely not tanky. But we still need to try to kill these guys as fast as possible. It would behoove us to do so before they can attack our mages again. Okay, good. So preferably, we would kill them with Ileana and Soren. And then we can actually set up our line of attack again, figure out how to deal with the pirates down south, all that jazz. Okay, you can kill with Thunder. You can damage with Thunder, and then Soren can kill with Wind. Why don't we do that? That sounds good. And then we can start moving up our lines again, and healing, and dealing with everything. And eventually pirates up north. Oh my god, are you kidding me, Ileana? What the hell is it with these, like, 5% chance things to happen today? You're playing KH3 and bringing up a philosophical question about world order? Okay. Why do you get the feeling we're gonna learn why she actually could at some point? HP, skill, defense, and res. Well, we can... What the hell? Ileana, that's a really good level up, actually. I'm not gonna complain about that one. That's good. I'll take it. Okay, you stand with Oscar. You heal, Oscar. Get us some EXP for Mist. You may be wondering, why would you train both Mist and Reese? Well, if you've played a Fire Emblem game before, you can see the benefit of having multiple staff wielders for both utility and healing purposes, and when they promote, they can do damage. But in this game, very specifically, there is reason that you really should train our lovely gal, Mist. You'll see why later. You will see. I promise you'll see why. Okay. These guys could be a problem, actually. Okay, Ike, come on. We need to seize at the end of this map. We have 2 strong pirates coming in. You know. Let's see. Let's 15. 18. I think I want to... I mean, Titania's kind of the only person that can survive this, I think. 15 and 18, she should have, what, 11 defense? And if I give her an axe... Yeah. If your choice is between 2 worlds, one you care about and one you don't, do you go to the world you actually want to visit first? Or get the one you don't care about out of the way? What worlds are you picking between? That's a good question. Why are forests literally impassable? How do you do against an axe wielder, Marcia? Horribly. Never mind. You know what? You just stay back. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it, Marcia. We're gonna have Mist, now that she's healed up you, heal up Mordecai. How much damage do you do? 20? Literally 20? Are you kidding? It's still 13 damage. Okay. We'll figure this out. Don't worry about it, chat. Next against this guy. And then Boyd? Boyd, then Rolf to get rid of this guy. There you go. Yeah. And then I think I need to set Titania up with the strongest axe she has. Which I believe is the steel. To stand here and bait down the pirates. Rolf can kill this guy. This guy isn't even going to attack Rolf, but I'll still be careful about it. Because he's still too busy focusing on houses to kill anyone right now. There we go. Good job, Rolf. I guess we're using Rolf. I mean, I guess why not? It's not like we don't have bows that nobody else can use. Let's see how his level ups are. Actually not terrible, though strength would be appreciated. The defense is good to have. Heal on Titania, please. Thank you. His attack is 20, his speed is 6. This might seem weird, but I'm gonna bait this guy out with Oscar. And then, I mean, Soren and Ileana have definitely been pulling their weight today. So I think I'm gonna have them help. Marcia, don't walk in the bow range. Let's see how next round goes. Partners, I didn't think I told to move because I forgot. That's the only reason they haven't moved. I'm probably gonna use them this turn to bait out archers. Woo! Still scary. You like to save worlds you're really jazzed for later. That's understandable. Yeah, I don't know how you're meant to get those, to be honest. Alright. I'm clearly being told to stop turtling right now by the game, so. The wind. Good. Kill. Done. Bring down Mia. Because Mia is gonna die to these guys. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Holy shit. Holy shit, okay. Yeah, my mages are suddenly getting, like, really, really good level ups this map. That's kind of impressive. As long as none of these guys have weapons that are particularly... Do you not have a hand axe right now? They all have poison axes. Ooh boy, okay. Yeah, let's send Mia down. Problem is... Reese should be safe where he's standing. Like, target right around here for me, you two. I can't wait. Oscar, you come here. Marcia, you stay out of the attack range of those guys for right now. And then let's see how Venenax's deal with our axe units. Because, yeah. Scallywags of the sea are we? We earn our gold with axes bold. Missed. Good. Good. Okay, yeah, we can do this. We can deal. I can deal with the pirates, for sure. Leth is still transformed. Yeah, she should be fine. Thought so. Ooh, this guy can... I swear to God, this would be hilarious. They're so bad at hitting Titania. That's actually really, really good. Okay. Fortunately, it's really hard for Titania to kill them. Let's see how this goes. But it's really hard for the poison units to hit Titania. Wow. This is a problem. So close. This is bad. This is really, really bad. What is this man's attack? 18. Is there anything you can do that you won't get double for? But it's not guaranteed he'll kill. In fact, that's a really low chance. This is bad. Now you need to see a Venonat with a Venonjax. Fun fact, just died in the Gummy Ship boss fight for the first time in the entire series. I've died in Gummy Ship boss fights, but I also was playing on critical mode, so... I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I don't know about this. Would it be incredibly cheesy to suspend... I don't know if this even works the way I think it does. Because it saves on the turn you're on, right? But I think it's just a quick save. And not like a full-on battle save. Gotta be iron. Boyd, please. Boyd, please. Boyd, please. Boyd, please. Boyd, fucking please. Oh! Oh, that was scary. Oh my god, that was scary. Holy shit, Boyd. Okay, so Titania can take care of the rest of them because they're not quite as scary. But holy fuck, that guy was scary. Only strength? What else do you need, Boyd? Okay, good. Good. Pull everyone back as far as they possibly can go without getting hurt. They have incredibly low chances to hit on Titania. So... those guys can technically just get lots of experience, can't they? Can I do the thing where you use the fucking Pegasus Knight to kill the soldier with the steel bow? Because that would make me feel good. Okay. Move up Ike a little bit. Here, Mist, you get some extra EXP by healing up people who leveled up once because you're level 1. And... before you promote, you need to be at least level 10, and we need to train you for story reasons. Low hand is to chit on Titania, she much of high standards. You stepped out for 2 minutes and someone's riding on Mordecai's back. No, Mordecai's just here. No one's riding on Mordecai's back. Those guys are just here to help me. Okay. Hold on. Let's see if I can set this up. I think I can. There is nothing like the unbridled joy of having a, Nope, never mind, he fucking adapted. My mages have decided they're eating all the kills today. No one else is allowed to have kills except Ileana and Soren. It's in the law now. It's not bad. They've gotten good level ups, so they're actually going to be quite useful. Okay. Not Venom axes, because we can deal with those. We can deal with those. Range off. Range on. You're at full health. Okay. I'm gonna plop you here. Maybe give you an Iron Lance. No, don't drop it. Equip it. Oh man. That would be bad. Okay. Yeah. I really don't know how Mia could deal with Venonexes, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, left turn back to a human. Venonex. Here we go. Boyd literally did just kill some guy who was like level fucking 18 though. I'm really proud of him. Alright, level up for Titania, as if she already isn't great enough, to be honest. HP, skill, and luck. Not terrible. Does make it less likely that these guys will hit her. As, you know, as if she needed that right now. Alright, steel bow. Can you miss? No, that's okay. You're in the way, but I'll accept you anyway. Okay. Oh! Huh. I see. Reinforcements. A lot of reinforcements. Okay. Man, this is just reinforcements the map, isn't it? You leveled up, you can get a quick heal off. How well does Boyd do against these guys? Not very. You can go sit with your brother. You can talk to your brother. Rolf, stay by my side. You got it! Hold on a minute. That was too easy. What's going on here? Nothing, but if I'm close to you, I can protect you, so you have no need to worry. What? Hey, that's my line! Okay. Alright. Reinforcement hell over here, isn't it? This is problematic, to say the least. Kill. Yeah. We can at least kill this guy. I forgot to move my fricking... This is the problem with partner units. I always forget to move them. And then I get annoyed because I'm like, well, what the fuck do I do now? I didn't move them. Like, whoops. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it. Ike might want these buffs pretty bad, to be honest. Yeah. Here. Since we've got support level, I can get buffs. You're gonna stand here, and Marcia, you're gonna chuck a javelin at this guy. Does that sound good, Marcia? You can even try to hit on her. Her disinterest forms a barrier that prevents you from speaking. Oh god. Okay. I don't think anyone needs healing, but I'll move you down anyway. And then Titania, you're beautiful. Just keep doing what you're doing, Titania. I actually think because I killed their leader, they're gonna stop spawning more pirates. Is that sad? It is a little bit sad. Okay. I'm not complaining necessarily. Okay, here we go. Ooh! You had a javelin, but you chose to target Ike. Why? Why Ike, specifically? Do I want to know the answer to that question? Hey, don't kill this guy. Don't kill this guy. Thank you. Now you won't die. Isn't that fun? Why am I talking to fictional characters like this? Kasai with javelins are a great combo. I just kind of wish she had the damage to kill. Oh my god, Titania. This map is definitely a crit-heavy map for me. That's for sure. For sure. Sorry, just weird sound from out in the hallway. Okay. Can Ileana kill this guy from the safety of her current position? Damn, that would have been funny. We can start killing these guys with Sorin, at least. Yeah. Pegasi with javelins are very good. I'm not saying they aren't. I am saying Marcia doesn't quite have the attack power yet to fully take advantage of her kit. Like, at base level. If that makes sense. Oscar could kill this guy. I might just have him do that. I haven't decided what I want my Lagoose to do yet. Good. New level up for Oscar. Level 11 is good to have. Speed up for it. Oscar gets the weirdest level ups. He really does. Okay. I kind of wish I could kill this guy with Marcia. But I just don't think she can do it, you know? She can take pot shots at the Lance Man, I guess. She can try to take pot shots at the Lance guy. Oh, Marcia, Marcia, Marcia. Direct. Target. Come on down here. Can you crit now, Ileana? Nope. Not when I want you to. Only when you want to. Noted. God. Okay. I can heal Sorin. So I'm gonna. Well, I think we're pretty well done down here. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Good. Because Mordecai is still transformed. So, these two are still going to probably go for Ike. Yeah, that's fine. You can leave them to be killed by somebody else for the XP. His Iron Sword isn't about to break yet. Okay. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah. There we go. Come on. Just hit it. You got this. Man, the hit chances seem like very low right now. Almost Fire Emblem 6, like, if you've played Sword of Seals, you know that isn't a compliment. What the hit rates in that game are like is absolutely terrible. Okay, well the boss hasn't moved, which bodes. Wow. That hasn't happened before. Not enough. Man, there's something vaguely sad about trying to train Mia sometimes. Just trying to get the chip damage to the point where she's able to kill something and not be killed by it is harder than it looks. Unnecessary adept, but okay. I just feel like the way she's placed in the story, if she came a few chapters earlier, it would be a lot easier to train her up. Magic and skill, okay. Not as good as your last level up, but I'll take it anyway. This is a silly maneuver, but I think it's fine, actually. Yeah. Okay. Continue moving up our other party from the beach. They dealt with the pirates. Great, we can get an extra quick bit of EXP off of Titania for Reese. Okay. Interesting who moves and who doesn't. It's too bad there's no EXP share practice maps. I'm gonna be honest and say that while in most RPGs I'd agree with you, in Fire Emblem I don't. Part of the challenge and strategy of Fire Emblem games is distinctly because you have to be careful who you use. Like, if everyone gained experience equally, or like, if I could train Rolf really easily and make him into a powerhouse, that would kind of take away from part of what makes these games what they are. There are games that have practice maps, earlier levels of Awakening, you basically make... lower levels of Awakening, you basically make enough money off of it that you could grind infinitely. It makes the games a lot easier. Similar with Birthright and normal mode on Three Houses. It just feels like a very, very different game if you used to abuse it. When they are implemented in such a way that they are also limited, like on hard mode on Three Houses or above, that can be kind of interesting, because then it's just more of experience. Okay, I can explain it in terms. In Fire Emblem games, experience points are a limited resource. And that's part of the strategy, is how you use experience points. Who do you train? Because unless you're on a map with infinitely respawning units, there is no way that that answer to that can be absolutely every unit. And if it was, the game wouldn't be particularly fun anymore, because, well, the story can be fun. That's not entirely true. But you won't be having the same sort of experience as if you are going through playing like a typical Fire Emblem. More concerned about units adding being useless on Recruit, you're inclined to agree the decision of who to give kills to on a map is a meaningful choice. Yeah, that's what I mean more than anything else. Like, who am I using? That is an important decision. Unfortunately for Mia, though, it's not... that's the designer's fault, is the problem. And there are ways to do it. I could grind her out on reinforcements that are weaker or can't counterattack her. We could literally surround... I've done this with Amelia in Fire Emblem 8 to train her and make her into a great paladin. I know a lot of people go general. You can do that. There are some ways to play these that are wrong, which would be if you all die, but most strategies, if they work, that's not a wrong way to play the game, in my opinion. Even if you're the sort of person who Iron Mans through it and loses a lot of units and still wins in the end, if that's how you have fun playing, it might not be optimal, but that's not wrong. You know? It's a lot worse in, like, Fate's Revelations. In that game, they just add units that are so underleveled so late in the game that it's actively difficult to keep them alive. Mia kind of suffers because, well, a few things. She doesn't necessarily there's always this debate going on in the Fire Emblem community online about, what's more important, base stats or growths? Growths being the stats your unit gains as they level up, and base stats being the percentage chance to level up, and base stats being what they begin with. You may note in this debate one factor that I think is important to keep in mind. I don't think this guy's... No, he's not going to move. One important factor to keep in mind is that base stats are permanent and consistent across every playthrough. And while you might have a really good experience with some characters' growths, that doesn't guarantee that everyone will. So let's say my Oscar gets amazing level ups this whole playthrough, then he might end up better than Titania. But Titania will always be consistent. So the real question is, what do you value and what do you need as a player? If you're like a speedrunner in a game that you can't, I will specify, in a game that you can't RNG manipulate, that's a very different answer to what I would say. Because I'm playing very casually. If you're on the hardest difficulty, some units aren't even worth investing in compared to others who you really need. If you're playing an Iron Man, the fun part of that challenge is, let's say you lose Oscar early on. You need to use someone else to fill his shoes, even if they're worse. You know? Practice maps don't necessarily ruin the game. It's not like Awakening or Sacred Stones or Birthright or Revolution, we can talk about, are made any less than by the fact that those options exist to make the game kind of more accessible to more, less experienced strategy game players, I guess. But I will note that they are kind of designed in such a way that they don't leave any challenge for those people. Here we go. Here's something Mia can handle. This guy. Yeah. This'll be fine. Let's do this. She misses immediately. I love how Rolf crits immediately and is like, look, use me! And then Mia's just... Oh, Mia. Oh, bless her heart. She's trying her best, man. I can't put Oscar by the boss. I can put Ike, potentially? I might just want to use Thunder is 9. The real question is how much damage does he do with the Javelin? Might 6 strength. Why do you have that much strength, dude? Oh boy! Okay. We might want to bring up Boyd for this, to be honest. Because he's got... Yeah. We're gonna wait. We're not getting bonus EXP this chapter. I've messed up enough already. We're just gonna wait. We're gonna take our time. We've eaten up all the reinforcements. The thing is, you didn't get very far in Echoes because it feels like you need to grind, and Fire Emblem is not a series you feel good grinding in. Yeah, Echoes is a very different beast than the rest of the franchise. It's based off of the second Fire Emblem game ever made, which was definitely a departure from how Shadow Dragon worked, which definitely, not Shadow Dragon. Shadow Dragon's the DS version of Fire Emblem 1. Well, technically it's still Shadow Dragon, but semantics. Fire Emblem 1. We'll just call it that for simplicity. The one with Marth on the NES that came out first. Yeah, Fire Emblem 1 is very different than Echoes. Gaiden is the second game, which became Echoes. Gaiden is... Wow, actually, that's pretty good for Mist. That's not bad. Weapon level up too. Yeah. Let's bring in Oscar to try to help out with this. I think we're gonna have Ike just stand here for a bit. This guy's a problem. The Regal Sword. Yeah. It's not like he drops it either, for the record. We don't need to ward anyone. Ward we can save for a map with. Yeah, it's a very different kind of game. And it might not be your thing if you're super into the typical Fire Emblem formula. Or if you're more into other RPGs, it might be for you to play the games where experience is infinite. I think they just feel different. So you're the new commander. Tell me, boy, what cowardly tactics did you employ to fell our brothers? I know, man, the mages just kind of crit a lot, to be honest. You must have deceived them. There's no way rabble like you could defeat Dane troops in a fair fight. From the very beginning, every last one of you has underestimated us. Will you never learn? Your refusal to recognize our strength will forever keep victory at arm's length. Echoes just... Yeah, it's not... I'm not saying either is bad. But I am saying that this game probably wouldn't work with that system, if you catch my drift. Because the ones that don't have it tend to be balanced around the fact that they don't. Echoes, I will say at the very least, is balanced around grinding. A lot of other games that have grinding available feel like they balance them as if you weren't gonna grind. Like in Awakening, you can really trivialize the lower difficulty settings by grinding. Similarly with Birthright, to be honest. Even on Lunatic, Birthright isn't as bad as it could be because you have infinite maps still. So, especially Birthright suffers the most because your weapons don't fucking break. Silence. Silence, you idiot child. You're right. No more talk. Ooh, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? But yeah, I think it's just different sorts of games for different people. I do like Echoes, but because of the way it's designed, I'm not sure it'd be the best stream game? If that makes sense? Oh, of course. Both of your defenses is only 4. Rolf, bless your heart. Your defense is 8, actually. Your attack is 21. The Night Killer is so 20. Speed 13. Speed 11. Nope. Well, you know, like, you're doing great, buddy. Keep it up, buddy. I believe in you, buddy. This might be a while. Oh my god, never mind! Oh, holy shit. There is definitely such a game as a game built around too much grinding, but having grinding as an option is nice. I've kind of grown to... I don't know. Like, I don't mind the existence of something like Mementos, necessarily. Part of me has kind of grown to dislike games where it feels necessary. Just because I don't have free time. I don't have the time required to dedicate to putting hundreds of hours into a game that should last 40. That's my thoughts right now. Unless the grinding is actively fun, it's really hard to sit back and be like, yeah, I can sit here and play this game for 30 more hours. Okay, I'm gonna have to move like... Unless I can kill this turn. Hold on. Pulling Ike back no matter what we do. That's for sure. And then we can check how the others do. I mean, unless playing through the maps that you have to grind on or the levels you have to grind on is as enjoyable as the rest of the experience. Or fast. That's another distinction. If it's fast, I don't care as much. Okay, come on, Boyd. Nope. 15... 5. He could take 2. So he can take the boss having a round on his own. Death to the rogues who defy Dane. Defend our brethren. Erase their shame. Okay. Surely, this can work. Should I give it to Sora or Liliana, though? There's a difference between a game where the grinding locks content and where it's an option for those who don't find spending hours optimizing enjoyable. Well, that's the question. Because I would also argue that requiring you to spend hours optimizing is also not fun. For a lot of people, including myself. Like, in the fucking... We played Nocturne, and at some points it felt like kind of an interesting puzzle, But when it got really repetitive and trying to just repeatedly figure out how to take out one obnoxious boss that you know you can take out but you keep dying to bullshit at, that's different. I don't mind building the best team strategies. Like, min-maxing can be kind of enjoyable, but I do think this game is balanced well enough that I don't need to. Like, none of my units have gotten perfect level ups, but I don't need to do that. None of them have grinded to the point where they're ridiculously powerful, but they don't need to be that. You catch my drift? Like, I think the best sort of game is somewhere in between. It shouldn't be necessary to do either to have fun on a normal difficulty setting. If you're in for the long haul and challenge runs, then sure, have fun with it, but, like, I don't know. I'm really bad at describing this sort of thing. I think a game should be fun for the most amount of people, and unfortunately the most amount of people are adults with jobs. Like, the largest portion of the population are people who have other responsibilities aside from this, you know? And down it goes. Cleanse your shame? Well, they can try, but we'll see about that. Oh, not quite a level up. That's annoying. The arm scroll is good to have. I need to figure out who I'm going to give that to. What's up, gamers? You're trapped in this review, waiting for your turn. The director keeps getting distracted. I'm sorry, Dusty. The KH grinding is a mixed bag. Most of the games are too easy to require it, but almost every game has a couple endgame bosses that require a bit of a grind that makes them more impactful and increases satisfaction of beating them, but it does bring the pace to a screeching halt. Sorry, Dusty. You know, this is gonna sound weird because I've kind of been complaining about, like, excessive grinding, but I actually did feel very rewarded in Kingdom Hearts Critical Mode, for example. I don't think it's impossible for me to enjoy it. I just think it has to be fun. That's all I'm saying. If you can make the grinding as fun as your normal gameplay, or fast, like with Ryuji's ability, where if it's not interesting battles, at least it doesn't take, you know, 10 hours to get through, then I don't care. I don't mind it. But if your only options are grind for 20 hours against really repetitive battles, or figure out every in-game system to optimize on a normal difficulty, then that annoys me. If you're having fun with the challenge run, though, that's kind of a different story, because the fun is overcoming the challenge. I hope I'm making sense. KH has a lot of bosses with a ton of, oh god, I finally did it, suck it, insert boss name here. It does. Especially Redacted in KH2 on higher difficulties. Oh my god, that boss fight is insane. You can tell it's not Sephiroth because I used the term redacted. Sephiroth's actually not as bad as that one. That one's probably the worst in the franchise, aside from Redacted and BBS on Terra. That's not fun. Don't do it. Oh, let's see. Yeah. But also Kingdom Hearts is kind of, especially the earlier games on higher difficulties, it's kind of built around that, though. Like, memorizing patterns in, like, critical mode Kingdom Hearts is as important as figuring out boss patterns in games like Demon or Dark Souls. Because you don't have a lot of health, you need to figure out what you're doing, and that's kind of what the game's built on at that level of difficulty. So it doesn't feel as terrible. I don't know about that. The boss added to 2 in Final Mix is a complete brick wall. There are strategy guides online. I remember getting into it, and I was on critical mode, so it was pain. But basically, at the start of that battle, when he does his animation, you can tell by the angle of his weapon what move he's gonna do first. Yeah, it's that level of detail. But that's also a very niche sort of thing to enjoy. I'm aware of that. We defeated their commander, but we still don't know what they're after. It seems unlikely that they were merely pursuing Princess Alincia. I wonder if Dane is planning to invade Gallia. Perhaps Crimea was only a stone with which to whet their blades. No matter the motive, the fact remains that Dane crossed the border. Under such circumstances, hostilities between Dane and Gallia could break out at any time. So it's war. Again. Disgaea is kind of your gold kit standard for it. The mechanics don't change. There's a lot of different map types. Item world with its survival element, random maps, and geotile puzzles. Give something new, plus revisiting older maps and optional side story campaigns. Yeah, that, I don't think I'd mind at all. I will say Fire Emblem grinding, part of why I kind of don't like it that much is, aside from echoes, and even then, it's not the best, it's really boring. Like, it's the same maps you've already been to. You can get some extra items and maybe support along with your experience points, but unless it's a specific side paralogue, they aren't really designed to be that interesting. I think that might be why I'm against it here. So my points on grinding aren't for everything, but some games I've played, I'm just like, Clearly different design ethoses, for sure. If war erupts between the Bjork and the Laguz, it's only a matter of time before the other nations become involved. Could Dane truly mean to set the land ablaze and aflame in a blaze of war? Those are a lot of fire-themed descriptors, aren't they? Now, why would he want to do that? Is he really just going all Walhart the Conqueror here and trying to take over the entire continent? Using Walhart as an example because that's slightly less full of immense spoilers, but he wouldn't be the only one to attempt to just take over the continent under his ideology. In fact, in some other Fire Emblem games, if we were working under Ashnard, he could be the protagonist. That's terrifying to think about, isn't it? But it's true. There's certain games where taking over the whole continent might be what you need to do. If that happens, many of our citizens will be sacrificed on the altar of their ambition. We too need to choose which way to move, whose side to take. Whose side? We shall never support Dane! Unthinkable! Captain Titania were human. Would you truly have us decide with Laguz against other humans? That's unthinkable. Bjork and Laguz. Are you going to sit here and argue about a war that hasn't started? You Bjork are all so timid. It's pathetic. Leth, you must not say such things. I mean, I will give Soren some credit for actually stopping himself from saying the horrible thing. But, man, boy, you got some really intent biases, as does Leth. Both Leth and Soren are just like, Laguz, Bjork, no. Both of them are progressing, but boy, it's slow. Soren still, I mean, it's Dane. Do you really want to side with fucking Dane? Dane took over your country, Soren. Think about this for 5 seconds. You may not like the Laguz, and yes, he has reason to not like them. We'll get to it. But, like, I don't know, man. They're offering you safe passage, and everyone from Dane has tried to kill you. I think the Laguz are your safer bet. Mordecai? Leth? What do you think? Will it come to war? Our claws are sharp. If Dane invades Gallia, we're ready to battle. If our king wills it, war will come. I like it not. War brings pain, sorrow. This is troubling. Enough. We've lost much time. Let's make for the palace. We must reach tonight's camp before the sun sets. Is the palace still far? On your skinny Bjork legs, it's very far. But we will do as we can. Leth, please. Oh, God. The castle design is very pretty as well. I like that it's built into the mountain. My Lord Ike! Everyone! Princess Alencia? I heard about Commander Grail. I don't know what to say. Don't worry. We're alright. We're getting by, somehow. I mean, the last map was a considerable improvement on how the one before it went. Oh, Ike. The king has arrived. Hey there? Oh my god, here he is. I think you pronounce it Kanagus. This is Kanagus, King of Gallia. That man's got a mane. It's almost like he's a lion. Oh lord, he coming indeed. Thank you for coming to Gallia Palace. I am Kanagus, ruler of the Kingdom of Gallia. These are the Grail mercenaries. I am Ike, their commander. You have been raised well, young pup. I didn't recognize you. Wait, how important was Grail, okay? He knows about the inner workings of Dane and Crimea. And King Kanagus recognizes Ike. Are you sure about that sentence, Klebov? I'm not gay, but you're brutally curious to see your man shirtless. When you start the sentence with "I'm not gay." Okay, but seriously, how do we know this man? How does he know our father? What? When you were last here, you were still a small child. Is that you, Titania? It is good to see you. The pleasure is all mine, your majesty. Damn, Ellis says, bro, Mal. Hey, welcome, now. That was entertaining. He looks like he could bench Ike and maybe Titania too. He could just go and like lift one on each arm. I just made a bench press movement with my arms as if I have a webcam. I don't. The two of you are friends? How? How does the king know me? I have something I must tell you about your father, Grail. Leth, Mordecai, leave us now. Prepare rooms so our guests may have a place to rest and heal their wounds. At once, my lord. Would it be best if I were to leave as well? No, princess. I would have you stay, and this one will also stay. Ah, Gifka. Also, the buffest man ever over here. He can bench Gatry on Titania's horse. Absolutely, he could. He could do it. Gifka might just be able to bench the horse, but he could still bench a horse. This is Gifka, my shadow. Pay him no more heed than you would the air. Understood. I would have Titania and Soren stay with me as well. Me? So be it. Now then, where to begin? Soren's like, what do you mean I'm important? What are you talking about? You're a tactician, you idiot. This is the Buff Boy Kingdom. So now, where to begin? Titania, how much did Grail tell his son? Pike was raised with no knowledge of Gallia whatsoever, nor does he recall ever having been here. Is that so? Then it is best for me to tell him all that I know. Although that is not much. Grail really died with some secrets, huh? How did I get Dolphin to run so smoothly on stream? Oh, Nalu, this is not Dolphin. I have a very convoluted setup, but I am playing off of an original Wii, to which I have hooked up a slightly older model of Elgato than the modern one. I have an Elgato HD60, and if you want, you can whisper me and I'll send you the device I'm using, but I basically have a converter that goes directly into the back of my Wii to transfer the signal from a component to HDMI without the need for an extra box. I got it on Amazon for $10 and it works beautifully. So no, this is not Dolphin. Actually getting a copy of this game is expensive, but I am a collector of Fire Emblem games, so I really wanted it for my collection. Oh, my head, it hurts. But if you're wondering how I got the stream quality so good, it took a lot of work to make the image quality as nice as it is. It took me like 2 weeks of setup, but I can send you all the info I have on what I did to do it. Janky, but gosh, it works. It works very well. The aspect ratio is still a bit off, but there's not much I can do about that until Radiant Dawn. But Nalu, it is completely possible to stream with the original hardware. It took a while. But yes, an Elgato HD60, I believe, is required. I don't think the HD60S works with it, so unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to stream this in 4K, but you could in 1080p. I know. I don't know how I did this. It took a lot of setup, but if you do whisper me, then I would be happy to help you do it yourself. The real issue, more than getting the equipment and the cables, is getting a copy of this. Damn, that is crazy work. I mean, it's fun. I love this game, and I really wanted to stream it. And I know I could emulate it, but I also technically had most of what I needed to do it without any extra equipment, because I have an Elgato HD60. I don't own an HD60S because, now this is gonna sound funny with all the descriptions I just gave and the fact that I own a copy of Path of Radiance, but it's expensive. You don't have a Wii, and getting copies of Fire Emblem are hard to get. Yeah. I don't know about doing this off of a GameCube, to be honest. And you cannot do this on Wii U. I looked into that because I know that might make things a little hard. Capture cards are expensive, Dan's right, but I got mine used. I would recommend doing that. I got an HD60 on eBay for half of the price it originally retailed for, and it works gorgeously. I would highly recommend, if you want a capture card, to scour eBay for it, and go for the HD60. Unless you have a really fancy setup and high-speed internet, you are not going to be streaming in 4K. I'm streaming in 1080p. So I'd recommend going HD60. They're a little less expensive, and they work with the Wii, if that's what you want. Just wanted to say hello, and how are you? I'm doing great, other Dragon Princess. I've just been kind of explaining how to do this. The issue with copies of Fire Emblem games, that took me way longer to get than anything else in this setup, and it's probably going to be more expensive than a Wii if you want Path of Radiance. Honestly, you can set up Dolphin emulation for it. Another Dragon Princess. Oops, typo, it's okay. You can set up Dolphin emulation for it, but the quality of the image is probably not going to be great. And I'm sorry about that. You know it, that we do. Alright, now that I've rambled on about stream setups for like 5 minutes, yeah, I highly recommend getting a capture card if you want to stream console games. Unless your PC is really powerful, emulating can be kind of a pain. And an Elgato HD60, not even the S, the 60. The 60S can let you stream in 4K, the 60 will do 1080p. It'll work with every console from like the Wii onto the PS5. You don't have to rely on remote play servers, which can be a pain, or emulation, which doesn't work on every console. You wish burning CDs was still around without extra equipment. Yeah, unfortunately, burning CDs these days isn't common enough that, yeah, there isn't a lot of software for it. There's 2 of them. Yes, there are 2 Dragon Princesses. I initially was lent a copy of Path of Radiance by a friend, but when he needed it back, I began my search for it again. I actually found Radiant Dawn at GameStop for over $40 less than it was online. You can still find Wii games at GameStop, but you probably will never find Path of Radiance. Path of Radiance is expensive. It's always going to be that way. If you want it, I'd recommend either saving up or, you know, if you gotta emulate, you gotta emulate. I only really own it in my collection because I love this game. But getting a hold of a physical copy is painful. And emulating GameCube games is not easy either, unfortunately. This is getting out of hand. Alright. I apologize. I know it's challenging, but the only other recommendation I have is if you need to get through Wii menus, if you don't have a motion bar, candles will work. Yet again, you're gonna bring up the time I found Shadow Dragon at GameStop, and you were with me and you thought I fell or something. Oh, I was so excited. I found a copy of Shadow Dragon at GameStop, too. Yeah, actually scouring GameStop and conventions, when conventions are back on in person, works really well for finding rare games. It's originally a GameCube game and the disc size isn't used anymore. That's the issue, too. This disc size, the mini disc, is really difficult. So you'd actually probably be better off finding a copy of it than you would getting the equipment to copy it onto a mini disc. Conventions be having all the old games. Yeah, eventually I found this copy on eBay. And you might be able to find one on eBay that's reasonably priced enough, which for this game is $100. Fair warning, that is a lower range price for it. And it's only that low because the case is damaged. I know. I know. The best, yeah, you should check out IMG Burn then. Lycosome might be able to tell you, a bit more about CD burning and older technologies than I would. I still think that this might be a little bit cheaper to get a hold of a disc than it might be to get equipment for burning this onto a CD because of its outdated method. But I haven't actually looked into that. Sometimes the publisher themselves shows up with copies and sells them for cheap. Sometimes. You might be able to, I'd say, conventions, GameStop, and eBay. In that order, in terms of finding things you're looking for. I found a lot of good old games at conventions because a lot of different sellers have them for different price points. GameStop, weirdly enough, Radiant Dawn and Shadow Dragon were completely reasonably priced there compared to some other stores. You're not guaranteed to find things at GameStop because a lot of it is trade-ins. But you would be surprised by the kind of stuff that you can find if you check your local store. And eBay obviously is the biggest selection, though some people who go on there think their shit is worth like hundreds of dollars more than it is, and it's not. I would say if you're looking for a copy of Path of Radiance, look for one that costs between $100 and $120. I know it's expensive. It's double what it would have cost new, but so few of these were purchased at the time that you can't. If you were lucky enough to be digging through Walmart bargain bins when they still had GameCube games, there were some people who got really lucky a few years back and found copies of this there, but I was never that lucky. I checked. That's alright. Whatever you can tell me would be appreciated. I want to know more of my father. You have good eyes. Honest and brave. I see your father in them. Long ago, Grail, your father, worked as a mercenary for Gallia. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah. For a truly rare game, $100 isn't that serious. Yeah, honestly, I got this, I think, for 100 because, again, damaged case, but there's people who sell, like, sealed, gem, rated copies of this game for 300. If you're gonna open it and play it, don't bother. If you want it for your collection and you're a hardcore collector, yeah, sure. We forged a strong bond, he and I. To speak truly, I still do not trust the Bjork, but your father was different. Princess Elincia's father, King Ramon, and his brother, Lord Renning, were also of a different kind. All are, or were, exceptional men. Men in whom one could put his trust. Ho ho, Titania, you are an exception as well. Among Bjork females, you are unique. You are most gracious, Your Majesty. One of the good ones, huh? That's a little yikes from you. Yeah, this game has a lot of racism in it, man. On both sides. It's kind of... wow. Quite a world where not racist is deemed as exceptional. Ike is the exception. And I will give characters like Soren and Leth some credit for trying to get over it. But even the king of Gallia is treating Bjork people like, oh yeah, some of them were kind, but they're the exception to the rule. That's a little scary, you know? My father was a mercenary of Gallia, and I dropped my controller. Oh no. Correct. And you and your sister, you were both born here, in Gallia. So yeah, Mist and Ike were born in Gallia. We are technically of this nation, which is majority Lagoose. You stayed only for a short time, but part of your childhood was spent in these borders. Mist and I were born here. Is that so? I don't remember any of this at all. I feel your parents were carrying a dark secret. Ooh. You're off stage for a bit, so hi everyone. Welcome back, Dusty. The Radiance games are pretty deep with racism and prejudice. Yeah, the thing is, these games, a lot of what they cover is that sense of war in a world where there is that tension between multiple races of people, and they are absolutely stark in showing that characters of all kinds, both on your side and against you, can perfectly well in this society be considered good people by most, but be very prejudiced against other people still. And that's kind of why Ike is so refreshing, and it's nice that he's your POV character for all of this, because he doesn't have those biases. And you get to see characters evolve out of their prejudice over time, which is amazing. Fire Emblem games go off over a lot of people's heads, but storytelling's usually on point. A lot of Fire Emblem games have good stories. I like the Radiance game's story, the Tellius / Radiance saga, the best, personally. I just love it. It's good. It's real good. Not that I think any of the stories are really bad. I guess Fates is the weakest, but I still can have fun playing it, so I'm not complaining too much about that. Definitely the best, for sure. The level of nuance in this game is admirable. Yeah, like, they actually take into account everyone's character outside of just supports and make them have really believable lives and beliefs and prejudices and backstories, and just, it's good. Someone was hunting them. I'm sure of it. Hunting my dad? Who the hell would be hunting our parents? Your favorite three are Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, and Sacred Stones. Ooh. It's kind of hard for me to say what my favorite Fire Emblem games are right now. I like Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn a lot. I am a certified Awakening baby. I started with Awakening in high school, and it holds a special place in my heart, even if it isn't the best, like, overall. And I think Blazing Blade, because while I started playing with Awakening, my first exposure to the series was Fire Emblem 7, because there's a YouTuber that I adored as a kid, called Who Is This Git on YouTube. And, he, or they, rather, they did a lot of videos on Fire Emblem games, including 7, and that kind of got me interested in playing them. You started with Heroes, then Awakening. You dig the writing in them so far. The fact that they don't go modern dark fantasy route of everything's awful and remember that people can be clean and have colorful clothes are refreshing. Oof. You've been meaning to start Fates. Fates, I also like Three Houses a lot. I'm not sure it's my favorite, but there's a lot of things it does that are great. Like, really enjoyable. Fates I enjoyed playing. It's not my favorite either. Awakening is you didn't finish it because of Ace Attorney fixation, then Three Houses. Fair. You haven't played Fates yet. That's right, Three Houses. You loved Three Houses. I like Three Houses a lot. It's still got some problems, but I like a lot of what they did with the series moving forward and evolving a lot of the systems. I feel like they didn't give all of the plots equal attention, and I feel bad about that. Because Edelgard's route has less chapters, and it doesn't feel like it does all the things it wanted to do, and that's so unfair. And I feel similarly about the Golden Deer route. Like, it doesn't feel like it reached its full potential in terms of, like, giving them the same amount of chapters as each other and the same amount of story and cutscene focus, and that saddened me. It does, I know, and I know, Dan, you fucking love Edelgard, so I know that probably pisses you off even more than me. It's a shame that one of the house and two houses were never released. You're still upset there isn't a Golden Earth 3 houses. You actually stopped after Radiant Dawn and don't think you finished it. That's fair enough. You love all the house leaders, so giving Edelgard and Claude the shaft upset you. I mean, I'm the same boat as Dusty there. That's fair. So yeah, I technically started playing after Radiant Dawn and Shadow Dragon, but I've gone back and played everything that's officially released in English, as well as Binding Blade. And now, my good friend Glebov, for Christmas last year, was kind enough to get me a physical cartridge of a fan translation of Binding Blade that I've been slowly playing through as well. Yeah, they imply in all the marketing that Edelgard's route is the canon one, including with the opening song. So why the hell does she have the fewest chapters of every route? I don't know. It's a mess. There's some things that I don't like. Don't even get you started on Edelgard. Listen, You are welcome to gush about characters you like in my chat. I talk enough about Akechi, so you deserve it. Alright? I love you. I love all of you. Also, Dimitri doesn't deserve what happened to him in Golden Deer. He doesn't. He deserved better. Once, over 10 years ago, and after your mother had been slain, your father chose to leave Gallia. Chat can have a little stan culture as a treat. Listen, chat, I love you guys. You are welcome to gush over whatever characters and pairings you like. I'm a certified fangirl, right? I don't mind. I ship all the time. Not always on stream, but, you know, we are welcome to enjoy whatever you enjoy. You still need to play Golden Deer. You should. So, other note here, aside from all of our fun discussions, Ike's mother was fucking murdered. Holy shit. Before he left, I went to him and asked him to share his tale. I asked him, "Why are you being chased? Is there anything I can do to help?" But I was unable to loosen his tongue. And then I heard that he had returned to Gallia. I thought I had another chance to hear his tale. F in the chat for Ike's mother. F. Yeah. His fate was black indeed. If I had been faster, if I had hastened my steps, perhaps things would have been different. Wait, now I understand. The voice I heard, that was you, wasn't it? His wound was fatal. I could do nothing. I thought it best not to interfere in his final moments, so I remained hidden. Hey, why didn't you help us defend the castle the next day? We all nearly died, Kanagus. You would kill to see all these characters in one party. A terrorist hitman, a rat bastard war criminal, and a gremlin magic child? That sounds like a D&D party right there. Tell me, Ike. At his last, did he confess anything to you? The identity of the Black Knight. Did he reveal it? No, but Faye did, though! I still can't believe Faye spoiled that. They literally didn't have to. They could have put the character into red armor and it wouldn't have spoiled it. I don't understand why they did that. It's the overarching mystery of these two games and they did that. Kanagus might have been dizzy dealing with the invasion, true. The Black Knight? No, I don't know who he was. My father entrusted me with his command, and told me to trust King Kanagus and live peacefully in Gallia. He said to forget everything else. Is that so? Well then, let me do as I can. If any of your mercenaries desire to live here, I will so arrange it. I will vouchsafe them homes and land. Your kindness is appreciated, but speaking for myself, I couldn't live in peace, not now. I will avenge my father. I cannot so quickly forget the past, or the Black Knight. Grail's literal dying wish. Ike, for the love of God, don't seek revenge. Go live peacefully with Kanagus and Gallia. Ike immediately on reviving to the castle. I'm gonna get revenge, I'm not gonna stay here. Ike, you fool! He's handing out land free and clear. He is. This game, Neffany, Mia, Marcia, and Jill are the waifus. I have not been using Mia much this run, I apologize. I promise I will be using Marcia and Jill, for sure. Probably also Neffany when she gets here. Ike, you need to fight for your friends, not for yourself. He's not even fighting for his friends. No! But Ike, that's not... I know. I'm not. I'm not strong enough. An opponent who could defeat my father is well beyond my reach. But that's why I'm devoted myself to growing stronger. I will lead my father's mercenaries and prepare for the day when the chance of my revenge arrives. A prudent course of action. You look as though one who would be more impulsive, but you are Grail's son after all. At least he says he needs to train first, but I don't think you should be supporting this, Knagus. Need to let the Pegasus Knight train up. I'll work on Marcia for sure. I'm not sure if I'm using Mia this run. I will apologize for that, Nalu. I'll definitely be using Marcia and Jill for sure. I love Jill. You've matured, Ike. It seems like yesterday you were merely a child. Titania. I imagine her pinching his cheek at that moment, and that's why he's complaining. All bad. Maria comes increasingly difficult to level after you get her. Yeah, that's the problem. Every single chapter after her entry chapter, she gets really rough to level up. I could feed her bonus EXP, but I'm not sure I will yet. Not that Mia can't be a really good unit, but we'll see. She hasn't gotten enough experience to do it this playthrough. And now I would ask a boon of you. The strength of your mercenary band, Ike. Would you lend it to Princess Elincia? Are you serious? King Knagus! Gallia and Crimea are allied nations. That cannot be denied. However, this alliance in reality binds only the royal families. It is not respected by our citizenry. The people of Gallia are seldom seen in Crimea, are they? Even though our nations are friends, the people of Crimea have little real understanding of the Lagoos. Many of our people still use that undignified name, subhuman, when they speak of them. Oh, thank you for the follow, Nalu. For the record, we will be streaming this every Wednesday if you want to stop by and hang out and see me flail around with my horrific strategy skills. And, knock on wood, I don't know why I haven't been punished yet. I deserved it a few times. My father's heart was filled with shame and sorrow over what you describe. More than any king in our history, he wanted to deepen the relations between our people, and then... Perhaps that is why Dane targeted him. Their hatred of the Lagoos is well known. Could it be? In my heart of hearts, I would like to take guardianship of Princess Elincia and assist in the rebuilding of Crimea. Oh no. Knagus, it sounds like you're gonna add a but to the end of that sentence. It's a medieval treaty with slightly less arranged marriage. Oh no, don't worry, we'll get to the arranged marriages. However, anti-Bjork sentiment is running high here in Gallia. If we were to offer safe harbor to Elincia, I feel many of our elder statesmen would protest. They would say that we are giving Dane an ideal excuse to attack. Which means Gallia can't offer Princess Elincia any relief at all. Is that it? Unfortunately, it is true. My Lord Ike, King Knagus has advised me to return to the Benyon theocracy for aid in Crimea's restoration. Oh boy, Benyon! They have no problems at all! Okay, you gotta head out. Good luck, Dusty. We'll be here. He says we should make... oh no, I'm not the king. He says we should make of Benyon a formal request and gain the support of their shields. Passage to Benyon will require several months at sea. An escort would be necessary. As you know, we lack the numbers to serve as a complete mercenary army. So if the princess were willing to hire us as an escort, it would be an offer beyond our expectations. Titania? Soren? I think perhaps we should accept the king's offer. What do you say? It's what you want, right, Commander? Well, then it's our job to follow you. However you wish to proceed is fine. I'll do all in my power to ensure that our road leads to success. Understood. As of now, the Grail mercenaries shall assume the honor as serving as the escort for the Princess of Crimea. Princess Alencia, our journey together will undoubtedly be a long one. May we serve you well. Benyon is a shitty country, but it looks beautiful. Yeah, if you thought that Dane and Gallia have problems, wait till we get to Benyon. If you give me 1 sec, I gotta take my medication, and then I will continue reading. I lost the lid. Like your hometown? It makes you hungry because it sounds like beignet. We'll just say that some people in Benyon have done some terrible things. We'll get to that. Oh, thank you very much. I only pray that I, in turn, may be worthy of your service. Alencia is so fucking sweet, man. She's such a good kid. She's gonna do well as a queen, for sure. Alright, I'm gonna save over file 1 as my main base save. Let's start up our next chapter. And by that I mean do some base preparations. Oh god, it's this one. Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna do the bulk of this chapter next week. Alencia's baby. Agreed. Hey Ike, I heard you're leaving. Going to Benyon, eh? Hello, Ranulf. I was hoping I'd see you. I also wanted to thank you. Ooh, sorry. I need to drink some water. That's what I need to do. 10 out of 10 good diplomat, for sure. She might want to learn some military strategy, to be honest, with Dane at their borders, but yeah. I'm glad to have the chance to before I leave. Well, aren't you the dutiful one? Hey, that reminds me. You were born here in Gallia, right? I knew there was something odd about you. You're awfully friendly for a Bjork, you know. Again. You're awfully friendly for a Bjork. Guys, can we stop this language about each other? Don't make us spam hydrate. Oh, please. I don't know if I have enough water prepared for that. But a Bjork is what? I know what it means. It's what you call us humans, right? Oh, you knew that, did you? Well, then, let me tell you something else. This is an interesting line for sure. When we use the word human, we mean it in much the way that you Bjork do when you call us subhuman. Really, it's an insult to be called human. I'm glad you told me. I never would have guessed. I should warn you that if you run across any Lagoos who call you that, be careful. They are no friends of yours. So Bjork is a nice term. Bjork is not an insult. The official titles of each of these races are Bjork and Lagoos. If they call you anything else, they're probably being rude. I also love this line. It's very ominous in a way. It bodes. Got it. Thanks. I won't forget. But I've digressed long enough. Let me explain why I'm here. Huh? Princess Alencia, may I have a moment of your time? Yes, of course. The king asked that I give you this. Please accept it as a gift. What? May I ask? Within that leather pouch is 20,000 gold pieces. Bjork currency, of course. Yes, we got cash. We can buy weapons. Also, that brings a lot more depth to the interactions with Leth. Yeah, it does. Did she not call us human? Oh, no, she uses Bjork. So, that should tell you something. When even the person that hates Bjork still calls you Bjork, when he says if they call you human, they're not your friends, I assume he means they're gonna fight you. right now. Oh, I truly appreciate this generous offer, but a gift of this magnitude is not something I can accept. King Kinagus has already done so much more than necessary. The king is ashamed that he cannot, at this prime, provide any personal support. Please, will you accept his apology and acknowledge his desire to aid you? Yeah, I will. 20,000 gold is like a lot of weapons to outfit our army. Yeah, so even Leth, who's constantly like, the Ark are so weak, actually cares enough to not call them human. Yeah. But, no, well then let's try this. Yes? You accept the king's gift, then as payment for conducting you safely to Gallia, you hand it over to Ike. Come on, Ranulf, you can't expect her to accept this, and it's an outrageous fee no matter how you look at it. 20,000 gold for the life of a princess! Pretty reasonable. In fact, it almost borders on insulting. Consider how you have suffered, the lives you lost. 10, no, 100 times this amount would not be unreasonable. I've reconsidered. I will accept the king's kindness. Mordecai would slap Leth if she dared try using the H word. He probably would. In turn, I will present it to my Lord Ike. You will accept it, will you not? I will. Thank you. No, my Lord Ike. It is I who must thank you. 20,000 gold! Woo! We can buy new swords! Well, now that that's settled, let's move on. Unfortunately, we don't have any ships here in Gallia. If you need to find a ship that will take you to Benyon, you must return to occupied Crimea. Oh, sweet Jesus, Ranulf. Mordecai's goat. He really is, though. If there's no other way, then we'll just have to risk it. No matter how cautiously you proceed, you'll be certain to run into Dane forces. Keep that in mind. I understand. It's too bad we're so short on soldiers. Still, there's not much we can do about that now. However, I will review our supplies carefully before we depart. In regard to personal problems, the king has decided to lend you what aid he can. Leth, Mordecai? I will join you. Mordecai and Leth. Both of you. Are you sure? None of the others could stand the idea of— Oh shit, she said it! Oh shit, she said it! Of traveling with humans! No, Leth, why would you do this? I myself are tremble with loathing at the thought of going to Benyon, but when the king gives an order, diligence is the only option. I will tell you one thing. It's fair that she shouldn't want to go to Benyon. Benyon's a can of worms. We're gonna have content warnings when we get there. Fun! Oh no. She's a bad kitty. No! That may be, but having witnessed the combat prowess of the Gallians for myself, I know how fortunate we are. We will not fail you. I have no intention of becoming friends. Don't forget that, and stay out of my way. You must forgive Leth. Her tongue cuts as deep as her claws do. I will return once I've reported to the king. While I'm gone, please finish your preparations for your departure. Very well. Well, Ike, here's a summary of our last battle. Wow, Soren got MVP. He did do a lot of damage. We spent 420, but we got, hey, nice. We got 2,000. Combat EXP. Wow, I got bonus EXP? It's probably from killing the pirates, isn't it? Because I was slow. I wasn't expecting any bonus EXP, but I will happily accept it. And we got all of these. Marcia, Leth, Mordecai, Mist, and Rolf. Our army is huge now, comparatively. She does look like Capgirl Chie, though. Kinda, though. There were no casualties, and no one suffered permanent injury. We fought excellently. Hell yeah, Soren. That's all I have to report, if you'll excuse me. Alright, let's see. Who can we support together? Ike and Oscar, Ike and Titania. Titania and Ike, or Oscar, Titania. Woo! Mist and Rolf. That might be good. Do we want to do Mist and Rolf? Y'all tell me. We're getting Ike and Soren to A because I am, I'm just a fangirl. That's why. No other reason. It's not, like, a good reason. I like the support and they're cute together. That's the reason. Alright, here's something I wanted to mention before. Lagoo's stones. These are the things that function kind of similar to the, beast stones and dragon stones of other games. It allows them to remain in their animal form. I definitely do like using Mordecai, especially because he has Smite. Smite's fun. I haven't used Lith as much, but I kind of want to try it this playthrough. Definitely want to use Marcia, Ike, obviously. Boyd and Oscar have gotten amazing level ups. Whew, we got a lot to work. We got a lot of work to do. Titania is amazing. Use Titania. Mr. Ralph makes sense. It's your excuse to see more of the boy is nice. Okay, Mr. Ralph makes sense. That sounds good. And we have info conversations, too. Let's save real quick. We'll do our conversations, and then we'll probably call it, because, wow, we've been chatting a while. Let's start with a soldier! You there, Bjork. What do you think you're doing? I was trying to go back to my room, but I lost my way. Can you tell me which way I need to go? It's this way. Follow me. Hey, not so close. Walk behind me. What? Pardon me. The king has ordered us to treat Bjork with kindness, but it will take some time. It's difficult to fight that instinct. Perhaps the memory the slavery our forefathers suffered at the Bjork hands flows in my blood. I understand. I'll keep my distance. Very well. Let's go. Alright. If you want someone to blame for that, glances at Benyon. We'll get to Benyon. Cultural memory is a hell of a thing. Especially when they hardly ever interact with each other. I'll give that guy credit for two things. A, uses Bjork as a word instead of human. And B, admits that his bias is unnecessarily strong for someone that didn't do anything, but also understands that that bias isn't just gonna go away overnight. Like, it is a hell of a thing. Let's check in on Marcia. And so, we put this guy right here, and this dilly bobber goes there, and we're finished. Packing, huh? Want some help? Do I want some? You're a hoot, handsome. I'm already done. You're more skillful at this than I imagined. Or is it just that Mist is woefully inept? Aw, the Benyon Pegasus Knights were always moving around, so I learned to pack quickly. They used to train us on it all the time. Go here, pack this. Fun stuff. Is that so? I can see that you have a strong sense of duty. Quitting the Benyon Pegasus Knights to join us must seem... What are you saying? I'm a burden now? No, I'm very grateful you're here. As I told you before, we're short on personnel. Oh, good then. And I'm happy to be here. Say, Ike, you really don't need to worry about me quitting the Benyon service. My decision wasn't based solely on my desire to repay you. You had other reasons to leave Benyon. Marcia is waifu. You immediately adore her. I love Marcia. I will agree Marcia is waifu. I was really fucking happy that she finally got into Heroes recently. Yes. I'm also searching for my missing brother. Ah. He is infamously hated in this fandom. We'll get to him. I don't think I'm gonna use him. Especially because Oscar's gotten pretty good level ups, but... He may be a dolt and a scoundrel, but he's all the family I have in this world. Remember when you found me? When I was fighting pirates? Well, I was trying to track him down. But every time I go looking for him, I end up in some dangerous situations with ugly boat monkeys trying to kill me. So that's why you decided to join us, is it? I can understand that. Hey, welcome back, Dusty. We're doing info and support combos. Congratulations on getting through that stage. I think you deserved some tasty snack. Your notes were really minor and you said it's working already. That's fantastic! Good for you! I'm really proud of you. You did great. You absolutely deserve a nice snack. So, are you sorry you asked? Not at all. The important thing is finding your brother as quickly as possible, right? That's the plan. So, fun fact, her brother's name is Makalov, correct? Makalov is a few chapters ahead of now. He is only recruitable if you get Marcia. If you want to recruit Marcia, you need to talk to her, both in her initial chapter, which was 3, and in chapter 10. Red bean buns. That sounds tasty. Your poor Joker plush has been strangled. You've been squeezing him. Is it bad that my first reaction to hearing that is, a body has been discovered? I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't even like that game. Free him, please. Alright, let's check in with Leth. I'm sure this won't be hostile. You seem depressed. Look at who I'm trapped with. Of course I am depressed. And keep your worthless observations to yourself. All of you are so slow. I can't believe you're still not ready. Sorry about that. If we were anything like you and didn't need to carry anything, it'd be easier. But we have weapons to get ready. Weapons of steel are a human weakness. Without them, you cannot fight properly. Gestures at monks and mages and staff wielders, but okay. You just got Jill. Oh, that's good. I like Jill. We're gonna get Jill in a little bit. I quite enjoy using her. Also, IDK being persecuted tends to make someone depressed. True. True. To be fair, where she grows up, it's more a cultural memory issue than actual direct persecution. We were just talking about that with another info conversation about another, actually random NPC actually, who was talking about the issue of cultural memory. Leth, as far as we know, has grown up in Gallia, where she is part of the majority and doesn't have to interact with Bjork much. She's also calling humans right now by a name that Renolf, while you were away, said is equivalent to calling a Laguz a subhuman, which is still rude. But I will say, I totally understand in her position being depressed about going to Benyon. Fuck Benyon. Gods and goddesses bless you, Laguz, nameless Laguz soldier man. He's gonna be okay, I'm sure. But, Leth, you're carrying a dagger, aren't you? In the scabbard on your leg. This is not for fighting. Then what's it for? I use it to remove small bones from meat. It can also cut fruit into bite-sized pieces. It's proven quite useful. Huh. What? If you've got something to say, then spit it out. You despise Bjork, but you don't mind Bjork-crafted tools. If something's good, it's good. Denying something's obvious worth out of petty spite is foolish. It's not that I do not despise everything Bjork. If every Bjork could get along with us as well as you do, I'm certain... Leth? This is a ridiculous conversation. So she does admit her spite is petty. I mean, I don't think directing it at Ike is gonna help, because Ike's definitely here to support her, and will correct himself if he, like, does anything wrong. She can teach you some half-decent knife skills. Honestly, you can admire the pettiness. She'd be channeling Asuka a little bit, but, you know. I'm leaving now. Well, the one last thing we're gonna do today is the Missed Rolf support? Yeah. Sorry. Rolf! Oh, there you are. Mist, were you looking for me? Yes, I've been meaning to talk to you. We haven't had the chance to talk since that day we fought for the first time. I'm glad we're safe. Somehow we're both still alive. Yes, we've been so lucky. My heart was pounding and my hands were shaking so badly that I almost shot an arrow into Boyd's backside. Good thing you didn't, or you would have gotten a smacking. I was so scared. I heard yelling, screaming, and the most awful howls of agony. I felt dizzy and sick. I wasn't scared at all. Maybe I was a little nervous, but by the end I was hitting I was almost hitting my targets. Almost. Rolf, you critted like 3 times, boy. Pure? I don't know. This hasn't been so pure. It's kind of sad. You weren't even a little scared? No way. I can't wait for the next battle. I'll fight better next time. You'll see. I'll feather a horde of slobbering enemies. See you later, Mist. I've got to go practice. Oh, Ralph, maybe... I don't know if it's so good to get used to this, buddy. Let's grab him some bows. Hey. Yeah, I was gonna say, we should have an iron bow he can use. If we're gonna use Ralph, we want to get him to the point where he can use that long bow, too. Ralph singing Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh god, Gleeboff. Oh god. I think I'm gonna buy a new sword. A regular sword. Okay. Well, I think I am a bit too tired to fully outfit my army right now, so remind me to do that next Wednesday. And I'll probably see you tomorrow for Pokemon stuff, because we were doing that right now. We were doing some Brilliant Diamond and naming Pokemon cute stuff while we did it. But I will see you all later. And I hope you have a good rest of your night. Bye-bye.